What is evolution? Think about it. Progress. You're right. Others will say change, while others will say adaptation, adjustment. All of these words, why am I mentioning them? Because on the exam, the examiners will test your knowledge of a concept. And one concept could be explained using many different words. So that's what they are doing. They're trying to test your knowledge of the vocabulary, of the relevant vocabulary. And that relevant vocabulary we're going to learn today. It will have to do with evolution. Ready, set, go. First things first. Please go ahead and read the text right here. I'll wait. Right off the bat, I would like to bring your attention to this very particular sentence that says, Florida panther population may not continue to evolve. Well, if you paraphrase that, it basically means may not incur evolution, may go extinct. So what I'm trying to say is, before you jump into conclusions as to which option is the correct option, I definitely want you to learn a skill, a linguistic skill, where you have to really think and paraphrase what the text is actually saying, because a lot of times 6 or even 7 out of 10 problems on the exam are going to be exactly about the same thing, just in a paraphrased version. So if you can catch that pattern, if you can answer one particular question, if you can decipher one particular statement, then you will realize that everything else is going to line up right after that. One question will literally give you the answer for the other one. So for example, as a result of habitat destruction, what do you think they're trying to say? Inferences. Think inferences. As a result of habitat destruction means the area where Florida panthers live is limited, severely limited. Inferences. Think inferences. Right? That's what they're trying to say. Habitat destruction, meaning everything else is being destroyed around them and they're being squeezed in a very tight spot. So again, remember, paraphrase, infer. So far, we can paraphrase that the text is suggesting that due to severe limitation of the living space, Florida panthers may become extinct. Now, we can actually look at the options. A, it says there is no longer a chance of mutations occurring in the population. I really don't know what this statement is trying to say actually, because it's ambiguous, it's too general, and it talks about a chance. I don't know how that is related to the Florida panther going extinct, okay? So we're just gonna pause on that. I don't know what that means. B, let's just move on to B. Remember, the answer has to jump at you. Whoa, I'm here, take me, pick me. Yes, I have the right answer. We're gonna pass on that. B, there is a lack of competition for limited environmental resources. If there are plenty of rabbits running around, I assume that's what panthers eat in the Florida Everglades, and there's lack of competition, which means there's not enough panthers to eat those rabbits, the Florida panther is going to become extinct? I don't think so. I think we're gonna have an explosion of population. So B is incorrect. It's the opposite of what we're looking for. C, there is no longer a chance. Again, it's about a chance of a trait providing a reproductive advantage to the population. So I don't know, again, I don't know what they're talking about. There's no longer a chance. I don't like that. So before I let this statement mess up my mind, and before I start really thinking about it, I want to move on, okay? I may come back to, I'm just going to pause that. Let's move on to D. There is a lack of genetic variation. Whoa, I'm here, pick me, I have the right answer. For selection to act upon. that sounds like a good idea. Limited resources, limited space, the limited number of panthers now mate with one another, and if you paraphrase that, it sounds like a lack of genetic variation. Let's go back to the question in the text and see if the question matches the answer that is in option D. Let's go back. So it says, which statement best explains? So we're looking for best explanation for why the Florida panther population may become extinct. Well, maybe because of their habitat destruction, right? That limited their resources and mating opportunities, because there's really not enough generic variation to go around. So maybe that is our right answer. What do you think? I definitely do not want to go back to A or C because those are ambiguous options. B is incorrect. That definitely leaves D as the correct answer. Our next question is, in order for a new species to develop, there must be a change in the A, temperature of the environment. Well, in order for a new species to develop, let's see. If I increase temperature to, let's say, 100 degrees, what is going to happen? Will I get new kinds of bunnies running around? Again, I don't know what's up with bunnies, but or will I get, I don't know, will panthers lose their tails? I don't think so. A is wrong. B, migration patterns within a population. In order for new species to develop, there must be a change in the migration patterns within a population. Okay, so if panthers, again, or eagles or whatever, start moving in a different pattern, for whatever reasons, do they lose feathers? Do they, I don't know, do their beaks change? Do they get like a third eye? I don't know. I don't think it's gonna happen. Just because you change the migration pattern, I think it's the wrong answer. C, genetic makeup of a population. There must be a change. Okay, in order for a new species to develop, there must be a change in the genetic makeup of a population. That's an interesting one, because if you genetically change something or cause mutation, technically, yeah, definitely some feathers will fall, a tail will disappear, but things will change, things will become weird, right? So I like that answer. We're gonna pause on that because we don't know about D yet. D says rate of succession in the environment. There must be a change in the rate of succession. I don't think that really matters. So C is the right answer. Moving on. A gene pool consists of A, all the genes that mutate in a single generation. Think about that. A gene pool is basically a body of bio data, right? If you think about it, it's a lot of information, a gene pool. So I don't think that's the right answer, because when I say a lot of information, it definitely encompasses one single generation. So it cannot be tied to a single generation. Out. B, all the heritable genes for traits in a population. I like that. It means it is more than a single generation. All the heritable genes, all the genes that are able to be passed on in a population. I like that. We'll pause on B. Moving on to C. All the gametes produced by a population. I don't know what that has to do with a gene pool. But again, gametes have limited lifespan, right? So if you think about it, again, we're going back to a single generation statement. So C is kind of the same as A. How D, the mutated alleles for a particular trait. I don't know. That sounds weird to me. That makes no sense. It's the other way around. So no, D is not correct. B would be our best option at this point. Moving on. Stay tuned for more lessons with Aziz.